Oh shit. Oh shit, what's going on, chat? Hello. Hello. Hi. It's me, the guy. Welcome back. I like how as soon as I started streaming, the first thing I see in chat from Eggy is, I hate you. Seems a little bit rude if you ask me, but whatever. It is what it is. I understand it completely because I hate me too. Okay, you know, I gotta jump into Discord. We are here with Minish Fester. Asteria, she'll be joining in. I actually have to get into the Discord server, so uno momento there, chatsky duties. And hold on, I know how to work this. I swear to God, I know how to work this. I think Discord froze up on me. Oh, geez, I think it did. No shit. Oh, there we go. Hello? It's still connecting. Hold on, chat. I'm having problems. Okay. I think she can hear me now. Hello?
Hello.
There we go. Okay, now okay. Okay, we're here. Okay, is everything working?
Well, I'm here. Are you here?
I am here.
Is chat here?
Chat is here. Eggy's here, and she says, quote, I hate you.
Oh my God.
She's mad because we get to play video games while she has to work. And it's amazing how she's quote unquote working while she's watching people stream video games.
What the hell is she doing so that she can watch streaming?
She has a job where she doesn't like her job, so that works.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, maybe she's in the back stock room just faffing about.
Talking? Oh.
Talking. Wait, you say talking or docking?
I said stalking.
Oh, stalking. Hey, I work standing here watching a stream. Okay, that works. So she can sit there and watch a stream. Oh, by the way, chat. I mean,
Standing.
sorry, I'm not gonna make the thing. I got a new controller. Ooh, white and red chrome. How cool is that? You're probably sitting there like, damn, look at this guy with another new controller. Yeah, because the ones I buy are fucking cheap. They are cheap. My other one, the black one, I don't think this company's around anymore, is it? Or did they? Oh no, it is the same company. They just completely changed their logo. This is my old one I was using. It's called PDP Gaming. Paul Dynamite Paul Gaming. So, okay, so I did get one from the same company. They completely revamped the controller. Now it's using a USB-C port instead of a micro USB. I used wired controllers on my computer because every time I try hooking up my Xbox controller, it has a freaking meltdown. It's like, did you want to turn on your Xbox? No. That's why it's hardwired into the computer. And it's just like, I can't figure it out. I want to be wireless.
I'm confused.
He says, no, I'm literally standing in the manager's booth. I give no fucks anymore. My work bestie is leaving, so I'm a quit. Okay, that works. That's the spirit.
No one is more loyal to somebody else than a work bestie to a work bestie. If you leave, I leave.
That is pretty loyal. I'm glad nobody that I work with has that loyalty.
Dude, your company's not even loyal to itself.
No, they're not. I mean, I'm like, with my company, it was funny. Actually, today, story time. I'm sitting there at work, and I walk into the kitchen to, make my lunch. And I look down, and our kitchen is connected to our conference room. And the conference room has carpet. The kitchen's like, it's not real tile. It's that vinyl plasticky crap. You've been to my house. It's basically what's in my kitchen. So I'm sitting there and I look over in the carpet. I was like, that looks like a lot of water on that carpet. And then I was like, oh man, where's it coming from? Is it coming from the fridge? Is it coming from the water cooler? We kind of looked at it. It's coming from the water cooler. And I was like, yeah, that thing's leaking all over the place. Microwave's done. And I walked back to my office. And that's where it sits. Bitch got promoted, transferring stores. He's going to try and take me with him after my Europe trip. Europe trip? Oh, cool. Yeah, so be careful when you're tripping, because make sure you drink water.
I want to go get a coffee.
You want to get a coffee, but it's so late in the afternoon.
Yeah, but it makes me sleepy.
Okay.
Oh, it closes in 15. I'd feel like a douche canoe if I went. Never mind.
Just, yeah, because you'd be leaving me, and then you'd be sprinting over there like, make me some stuff! Ah! And then you'd be running back, just like
And then you hear me just...
Chicka
it's ice.
Exactly.
In my cup.
It's just ice. Ice and keys. All right. How are you?
Well, I had therapy.
You had
So-
therapy? Good. Now it's my turn.
My therapist told me that she agrees, or that she thinks it makes a lot of sense why I'm not putting up with any of my mom's bullshit. It's okay. So quick.
Your
Side
mom's
note, my
having
mom-
bullshit?
It's not like my mom's bullshit in the sense of like it's big and like observably bullshit. It's just things that she does that like are impactful to my trauma. So when she does it, like she's like she doesn't think twice. She does, or it's like whatever to her. It's like impactful to me, but it's my responsibility for that to be known. I can't assume that people just know what triggers me, right?
Like small stuff, like
So-
not flushing the toilet or something?
Like small stuff like ever talking about our father. So
Oh, God.
yeah, exactly. See? Yeah.
I feel
So-
triggered.
So when because I was telling her my mom was talking about him, and then I was met by similar presentation by my partner's parents, who are just downright awful. That I went to bed and I had a really, really bad dream about how things used to be with our dad. And if you know, you know, and if you don't, well, good for you. And
Lucky.
lucky someone that cares. Anyway, so that being said, I was telling her how I wasn't putting up with some of that shit anymore. One of the things that I don't put up with anymore is how my mom will say that she is the kid and I am the mom. I hate
Oh,
that.
God. Yeah. No.
I hate that so much because it's like, wow, you failed at literally the one job that you had. Like, yeah, I get it. The pay's bad, but Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Bah. But
Oh,
anyway,
you bastard. Sorry.
and so I straight up told her this time. Oh my God.
What is happening?
I straight up told her this time when she was saying it that this time, and I was like, yeah, and that wasn't fair to me. Like, I shouldn't have been your mom. Your mom should have been your mom. You should have been my mom, and we could have been okay. But here I am having to heal from all that.
Hey,
And
first
she
place. Sorry.
agreed.
Wow. That's good.
But at the same time, she agrees. But then, will she do something about it?
No.
So that's where I'm like, So, anyway, fun story. I don't actually like being the mom friend. I just don't feel like I have a choice. Thank you for listening, and that's what happened in therapy.
Da, da,
How
da,
are
da,
you?
da. Let's see. What? Okay.
All right.
What's the last thing that's happened? Okay, so you heard my story
hmm
about my exam last Friday,
Correct.
where my eyes gave out, and I emailed my professor. She basically said, "Sucks to suck."
Right. This is correct.
Is that the last you heard?
That is the last I heard.
Okay, story time. So I go into school Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and I go into lab, do that stuff, and then afterwards I go into the lecture where this professor is. And I put my stuff down at my seat. I walk straight up to where she's sitting at her desk at the front of the fucking classroom. I sit right in the desk in front of her, cross my hands, and just stare at her and smile. She was like, "Hi." I was like, "Hello." She was like, "Did you get my email?" I said, "I sure did. That doesn't work for me." She was like, well, what happened? And I explained the situation. I was like, it's this time of day, unforeseen shit happened, my eyes just gave out, that wasn't anticipated. And she fed me the same line. She's like, well, it's unfair for the other students who got a similar score because they don't get to take the same thing. And I think I told you this. I didn't say it to her, but I said in my head, well, the other students got that score because they're fucking dumb. So
it's not your fault your eyes went out.
exactly. And I just basically explained to her, I just feel like it's unfair that I am my knowledge is being based off of a physical limitation, which is not right. And she was like, okay, fine, I'll let you retake it. I was like, well, can you just like reopen it and let me, you know, I'll just pick up where I left. I'll just give me the leftover time I had. I don't need to redo the whole damn thing. I just want to continue where I left off. And she said she can't do it because of the programming. And I understand. I know the program. It made sense. It makes perfect sense. Oh, goodbye. I see you fall. So I get it. She was like, just retake the whole damn thing. I was like, okay. She says, when are you available? I said Friday. She said no. That's exactly what I said. She was like, when are you available? I was like, Friday. She said no. And I said, okay. I was like, when do you want me to take it? She said, tomorrow. I said, what time? She says, you'll have all day. I was like, okay. So I took the next day off, took the fucking test again. So she let me do it. I retook it. My score went from a 60% on a getting it half done thing to a 91. So I'm happy. Ah!
Yay!
So after having a completely ruined weekend, at least it was I was able to smooth talk my way into it. We still got eliminated.
Hold the phone and then give the phone to me. Chat, listen to this because you need to hear this too. Probably because if you're here, you probably have parent issues too. So that being said, dude, you used your boundaries and you advocated for yourself and it worked.
How did I use my boundaries?
You used your boundaries because you recognized that wasn't fair.
Uh-huh.
And it's boundary work because you allowed yourself to say, look, you were like, I need this for myself in order for this to work out. And you're saying like, I'm going to trust myself, the relationship with myself and knowing what I got to do. And I'm going to trust that you're going to hear me out, ergo a boundary. That you're going to hear me out and just listen to me and see if we can negotiate something, which is called psychological flexibility.
Ah.
And in that you said, which is the boundary piece more than anything, and in that you got a different outcome. If compared to if you didn't care about yourself enough like you used to, which yes, I know, and you care about yourself a little bit more than you used to. I know, I was there. That you're like, oh no, I'm going to advocate for myself and therefore change happened. And it does happen. Yay!
Yay! Sorry, side note. Guess what I just got?
Is it crocodile?
No, I got a new nameplate. Can you see my nameplate or no?
Let me go see if I can. I just put on crocodile pants, but I didn't want to because I don't like how they look on my body. So let me see.
I can't remember from the homepage if you get to see my nameplate.
I think if I open the party, I can. It's an octopus.
Right. All right, let me do this.
Okay, I'm going to change my pants real quick to see if it will let me see it after.
Mm-hmm.
And then go from there.
All right, yeah, so do that. I equipped it, so just whenever.
I don't like these pants either. Where am I? I want this piggy.
More crowns. More crowns. There's 3. I should be at least 4.
The Krusty Krab pizza
is the Krusty Krab. Exactly.
But this grill is not a home. This is not the stove I know.
So I got myself, if you see chat, top left corner, you can see I now have the Krusty Krab company uniform and spatula.
Krusty Krab!
For my nameplate, which is absolutely frick-frackin' fantabulous. And that being said, it is time for me to stand up and go grab my adult beverage for Fall Guys, because that's what we do.
Oh my gosh. I came home as soon as I could, and then had my dinner, and then fucking sat down, and here we are. I'm like fucking exhausted, bro. But I'm gonna go into work early tomorrow so I can get out of work early tomorrow so I can go pick up my partner from the train station that is closer to my job. I'm saying that because you know where that is. And then I'm gonna see my partner after like 2 weeks of not seeing them, which is cool beans.
The Artemis.
The Artemis.
And Eggy, no, I'm not drinking your crap ass bourbon that you gave me. No, I'm kidding. It's good. I sipped on it a bit yesterday. People were very upset that I had that in class.
You had it in class?
She gave it to me at school yesterday.
Why were you upset about that?
Because you're not allowed to have alcohol on campus. Yeah, go fuck yourself. I'm an adult.
It's true, but
I'm not drinking it in class.
Y'all a dry campus?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it did rain there.
I hate
Where
it
the
here.
fuck does this thing go? Oh, it goes over here. Oh, and Eggy, you would know this. Because you know my personality and how I like to say things in class that can potentially get me into a lot of trouble.
And nothing stops you, ever.
And nothing stops this filter. Actually, no, the filter's been stopped. So, what I said, because we were talking, something came up. I don't remember exactly how it got there. Something in parents and yada yada. And
Those useless things.
yeah, and they said, I don't know. Basically, the comment I had was like, you know, it didn't have to be this way. I told my mom, you know, you could have just grabbed the coat hanger and solved this. The professor turned around immediately and said, too far. And then I was like, I'm sorry.
Fucking, like, especially in this socioeconomic climate, dude.
And, okay, so not all, it's worse. During the socioeconomic climate, not only that, but also she's preggers.
I was gonna full name you when I'm not, but
Yes.
no!
The professor is full pregert, and I made a very pregante, and I said, grab a coat hanger. I didn't use the A word, abortion. I just said grab a coat hanger.
I'm so glad that you clarified what word that was.
Yes, coat hanger. So, Eggy, you know damn well how I've now been talked to by 2 out of 3 of my professors about my sense of humor in class. This semester. Everybody else thought it was funny.
Hilarious.
Another guy in my class made a very perverted joke, but it was one of those ones you had to think about for a moment. I was like, I got you. And I was like, it's all good.
Be careful, you're gonna get your freaking thing gonna get canceled.
Yeah, I just got to make it 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks.
4 more weeks. And then I am done with school for the rest of the month.
Are you doing a summer?
I want to take a summer class if it's available, but it should be an easy one. It's just like the physical education one, essentially, or it's like health, some shit. So you actually have to, I don't know, like go to the gym or something on camp. I don't know how exactly it works, but it should be easy. I'm just gonna be like, look at my Fitbit. Is that enough? It's something to do. So it's like one of the things you have to do some health, like class or whatever. And I think one part of it is you actually have to do like physical activity as part of the grade. So that's a part of your associates.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and I just want to, like, I wasn't planning on getting my associates. I was just going to skip it, but I was like, you know what? If I'm like 2 classes away from it, so I mean, I might as well just, if I can throw in that extra class here and there whenever it's available, then fuck, at least I can get another piece of paper.
You can transfer soon?
No, I still gotta take Calc 3, Physics 1, Physics 2, Statistics or whatever. And, I think some other shit. Oh my god, we're not done yet? How are we not done yet? There it is.
That's it. Are you able to, like, by the sounds of that, you'd be done by, like, what? Like, you could be, well, I actually shouldn't say you could be, because I know that the system to which you work in is, like, ass to get classes. So, but damn, I mean, you're close, and then you can go transfer, and then it's just, like, a little bit after that.
How much is it usually after a transfer?
2 years?
At full schedule.
Yes, this is correct.
So, like, 6 more years.
Probably, because I think that you still, I mean, it depends on, like, can you not really do those classes when you transfer, or do you need them to be able to transfer?
I need them to transfer. I can have most of them taken care of. Like, I might already be at a point where I could transfer technically, but then I looked for the aerospace program at this school, and it says, like, hey, to complete the aerospace program, you need to take these classes. And the other school offers them, but they offer them at, I don't know, like 400% higher price. And I was like, why? When I can just do them at the school I'm at now for, like, you know, $30 a unit, and the units transfer. So save money, right?
Yeah.
And it's closer to work and home, so
that is ultimately the pros and cons of it all.
yeah. So it's like, I'd rather just do it here.
This guy keeps touching me.
Just already have everything set up. I know where the campus is.
Damn, that guy touching me. Fuck.
I thought you liked guys touching you.
No, I do not. First of all, I'm gay as hell. I only like one guy. And if this doesn't work out, hello, ladies, it's me.
Hello, ladies. I'll move in 3 weeks.
Hell yeah. You need someone to drive a U-Haul? I practiced.
I can drive a U-Haul, the small one, but you don't have much stuff either. We're all good.
It's true. I know that.
It's like, I only date people that have very small amounts of stuff.
That's my criteria.
You own how many bedrooms? I'm out.
I am overwhelmed.
I'm overwhelmed. You need to have less stuff. Yay, we survived. Thank me, thank me, thank me.
No.
So I texted Z and I texted Lox, and they both never responded.
I need where I'm gonna go engage.
Whew, man, burping up beer and eggs is not a great combo.
This makes me want to go get a carton of eggs because I want a hard-boiled egg again. I don't know what happened, where this came out from. Probably some kind of deficiency, to be honest. But I have been in, like, whenever I want a snack, I'll just have either some grapes or a hard-boiled egg.
Well, guess what? These eggs I had, Eggy gave them to me. Yay! Isn't she nice?
Is it in the name? Eggy? There's that guy that touched me last time.
This is the finals, by the way. And so, Eggy gave me 2 cartons of eggs, because where she works, they have eggs. And they had to pull them off the shelf.
Pass me some eggs, yo. Please. Please.
And so she gave me she gave me 2 dozen. And guess what I did? I hard boiled them. But I did not just I didn't hard boil them.
You soft boiled them?
No, okay, well, okay, let's just rephrase the word boil.
You boiled?
We did not
boil.
I did not boil them. I steamed them.
Oh, hell yeah. Steamed eggs are sick.
And so I was reading something, like a recipe, and they're like, if you steam them, then...
On different platforms.
Okay, let's do this. There, you stay there.
Fucking God.
So I steamed them because I read online. There's like, I'm gone. It just had that
What?
perfect lineup. It had that perfect lineup where I couldn't jump over it without hitting my head. And so the steaming of the egg, I guess it says that the steam gets into the shell better and it makes them easier to peel. And boy, howdy, are they easier to peel.
Well, what I do is I hard-boil my eggs and then I put them in an egg bath. Or, an egg bath. An
Ice bath. Yeah, that's what I did. Don't die. Okay. I did that too, but every time I've hard-boiled eggs and done the same thing, they still, it's like a 50-50 shot. Like, sometimes they suck, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're fucking overcooked and have the green, and...
Oh, you gotta do them the way I do them, because they're never green when I do them.
Well, also, here's another thing from what I heard.
Because that's overcooked.
Yeah, so another thing I heard is why it is like that. They said if you have a convection stovetop, which is what I have, an electric one, not a gas one, it's so damn difficult to fucking do hard-boiled eggs properly. They said, don't even try, just steam the fuckers. I was like, okay. You even said that right on the website.
Oh, that
steam
wasn't
thine
fair.
fuckers. That's essentially what happened to me. Good try.
I tried really hard.
I'll stay here and watch the rest of this because, I mean, it's the final round. But they came out delicious, no green. Well, I think like one had a very, very, very light green ring to it. I mean, honestly, it's nothing but aesthetic, so who cares?
I mean, also taste, because green is overcooked, but I get a nice, good yellow. And I have a conventional oven too.
Yeah, baby.
I get the nice yellow.
Have you boiled there?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was really effective. So this is my method. So
I
here
think mine just sucks.
Asterius method of hard boiling eggs. Okay, so this is what you do. What you do is that you put the water on for it to start until like it starts getting pretty hot or it starts steaming, right? Then you put in the eggs, right?
Fry Guy's gonna get fucked.
And then you get it to go to a rolling boil.
Oh,
right?
Fry Guy won. Okay, go ahead.
And then you get it to a rolling boil, and then you leave it in the and then you turn off the burner and just let it stay there for an additional 10 minutes. And then right when it's done, then you put it in the ice bath.
Gotcha.
And it's super yellow. I'll see if I can do it today, but I gotta go get some eggs. Let me check when the local store closes because I really want some egg tonight.
Egg.
I need some egg. Let's see. I live next to a chain market that is particularly very like bougie and healthy. It's kind of unnerving in there, but also insulting because I legit went in there I was gonna be like, oh, I want to see if they sell hints because I like hints, right? And for whatever fucking reason, they're an additional $10 of the price if you got them literally anywhere else. And I was like, I'm fucking good. I'm out. So.
Yeah, fuck that.
Why can't I press A and go?
So, I just got on my nameplate it says Spartan at Heart, like it for the nickname. I just got the new nickname. Art thou feeling it now?
It's great. It won't show me the other mark.
I'm not going to put that one on, but it's great that now I have the Art Thou Feeling It Now Mr. Krabs one. It doesn't say Mr. Krabs.
Whoa! So this market that's close to me, it's a chain market. It closes at midnight? What the fuck?
Yeah, some of them do. I know like some of like the bigger ones like Albertsons and Ralph's and stuff, they close at like 11.
Well, this is a Vons.
Oh yeah, some of them are open hella late. Plus, where you live, it's more likely for that.
Well, some things close soon, or like early. Some things close way later. So it's just shocking to me.
Gotcha. Shocking.
Today, I saw sloth. Boo.
So I started doing this thing I picked up. Eggy knows about it because I was hanging out with her when I started picking up on this. I started doing this fucking nerd voice now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and like I said it somewhere, and I was sitting there like some like cars driving by. I think it might just been talking to myself at this point. I was like trying to like cross the street. I was like, stand back, there's a car. I'll cast a freeze spell to try to slow it down.
Oh my
I'm just like,
God.
I mean, it seems to be immune to my powers.
That is so fucking frustrating. Oh my fucking God, bro.
Stand back. I'll try to slow it down by casting a freeze spell.
My man. Okay, I'm gonna be free.
I almost choked on my beer.
Don't choke on your beer.
I don't want to choke.
At all.
So this new controller has 2 buttons underneath, and one of them's the jump button.
Jump on it. Really?
Yeah, like the one that's on the bottom. You know what I mean? Like underneath.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
I mean, I'm sure I can. Ah! Somebody grabbed me when I tried jumping. I went from being very up front to very not up front.
Sometimes you gotta be a front. Sometimes you gotta be a back.
Speaking of being a bottom, no, I'm just kidding.
Didn't say that at all.
No, did you see?
Oh God, a bottom.
Did you see a bottom? Look at her! Look at her
By
bottom.
the way, wherever my ex is in the world, you can block me, but you can't have me uneat your ass. Anyway, please continue.
Is he a bottom?
I think that he was what he thought was a top, but like a top in parentheses or like in quotations.
You'd be dead if he was a top.
I'd be a pancake if you were the top.
Yeah, he was a very of the beefy milker stature.
Oh man, bro, let me show you some shit real quick.
Oh God.
I'm gonna send it on Messenger because I found it and I just laughed because now I'm not saying I'm thin, but I was once bigger.
I was once bigger.
So, and I was like, oh, what's a good example of that? Oh my lordy. May I show you?
You're like, let's just say I took up more acreage.
Trust me, I'll just say that the reason why I never get fucking picked up for human trafficking is because I can't get picked up. Anyway, I send it in Messenger.
This person sent me a photo. This machine kills ravers. Oh my God.
Dude, my stomach went past my chest.
It sure did. By a lot.
No.
Like it was like a crumple zone.
It had its own orbital system.
Which brings me on to the point I was trying to bring up a moment ago.
Do you see what I'm seeing? Oh my God. Sorry.
You said the word orbital.
I did.
SpaceX launched the Starship today. Yay!
Holy hell!
Did you see it?
I did not. I just got launched to space myself right now.
No!
No! What? No!
Am I missing something? You're dead. God damn it. Oh, that didn't work. This time.
Ass into it.
Ah!
No, literally. Put it down.
I was getting stuck up there. No.
Speaking of getting stuck and talking about my ex,
Oh no. I'm stranded here with what we call the normies.
Don't let that happen. Don't be tripping either. That worked out great for you. I like swimming
Ow.
with you. Oh my lord. Wait till we
I'm out of here fucking now. Fuck this shit. That was terrible.
fuck that shit on. So what you doing this weekend?
Homework and meal prep. Lots of homework. I have an exam next week and I have got a lot of homework to do. Isn't that right, Iggy? She can't hear me.
I have to, or I'm having a friend come over to teach me more of their meal preps, and I'm very excited.
I have a whole video online about how to do it.
I understand that, and they're showing me Asian forms because they're really good with Asian recipes.
I mean, because they are Asian.
No, they're whiter than fucking snow, but their fiance is Asian. So, and they work at a Filipino bakery. So, let's see. I'm excited. Also, it's just an excuse to hang out with them because I like them. They're good people.
That's good.
You blow me away when you do that. Hope I find a way to get through that. Hope you know I know that you knew that.
It says you're playing the game.
I thought you had to stay the whole time in order to get the points.
No, you may have been right.
So that's why I'm just big McChilling.
You do you then. That's a good idea.
I don't think this is an appropriate time to do that.
Oh, yeah. But fuck, what was I saying? All right, hold on. Retract my thoughts. You said food.
That's not what I.
I was talking about space, and then you were talking about meal prep, and then something about Asian food, white as snow, hanging out with people. I have homework. I don't know. I lost it. It's gone now. Goodbye. Check it out, chat. I can make my eraser dance. God.
And that's how you compensate. Like, let me see what I can do.
Wait, hold on.
What I do?
God damn it. I had it like doing the wave earlier. Yeah, I can't do it. Nice peg leg, by the way.
Huh?
You have a peg leg.
I do got pig legs. Hold on, sorry, I'm changing my look. I don't know, I kind of like this look. So maybe did I get a new bag? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, it's a banana. I got my banana bag.
Banana. Yeah, I'm banana man.
They came out with a new song.
They did.
It's called Pendejo.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that one then.
Pendejo is hilarious.
God, those guys are fucking hilarious.
I should go see them. They're gonna be in a location next to me.
Next to you, my ass. They're far away.
Well,
Everybody.
this is as good as it's gonna get.
No, everybody knows that we live on the West Coast. It's fine. Southwest.
Oh.
So I just said I live in California, Southern California. LA is part of Southern California.
That's true. They will be playing at Los Angeles, and no, I am not close to that any longer.
Yeah. If the train's easy, I definitely want to go for sure.
But the train is really easy. That's why I was thinking of doing it.
Then I want to go.
That also makes me want to go to a Ducks game because it puts you right
Uh,
there, like right in front of the arena.
oh yeah, I forgot there was a transit center right there.
Bleh.
Well, I guess we could invite Lox to see if she wants to go, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's a filthy Ducks fan.
You guys were all bonding over that shit. What happened?
No, I didn't say Ducks.
Oh, the
I
Blackhawks.
said freaking the Blackhawks, and I'm not even the biggest Blackhawks fan. I just love their goalie because their goalie used to be a goal.
Used to be a what?
They used to play for the Golden Knights,
Oh.
but they got kicked out. Not that because they're bad, it's because they're good. I love their goalie.
Third place. Hey.
Oh, son, don't bitch. I'm going.
Let me hear her go. Bow, 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 bow.
Wow, 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 wow. Like that.
Skibbity. That was terrible.
Thank you. I tried really hard.
Skibbity wap pa pa. Skibbity wap pa 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 pa. Skibbity wap pa 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 pa. Skibbity pa pa.
Boom, boom, ice. Skilly, boom, 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 ice.
Ooh, guess who I get to see at EDC?
You get to see the what's his name with the mask.
Yes. I probably already told that to you then.
Yes, you did. And I was very happy for him because he's come such a long way. What was that
Yes.
guy thinking?
For a guy that was literally lit on fire at a German air show that took place at an air base that my favorite metal band is named after. Now I get to see this guy who went from that to being a really good DJ performing at EDC.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
So yeah, I think I told you that whole story, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about current affairs. Okay, ready? So, have
I
you
heard
been
Stephanie's
keeping
having an affair on Jim. Okay, no, go ahead.
up the tea? Hi. What would you like today? Water or tea? Tea. The pilot's wife is on this plane, but she's here with with her lover and doesn't know that he's driving the plane. Oh, gold.
Oh my god, I was all sorts of lost. Okay, current affairs.
Okay. And now you are found. What is that in the middle? What is that? What
In
is
the
that
middle?
tiny thing?
What are you talking about?
What's that little tiny creature?
Oh, it's a penguin.
Do we pick it up?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see what he does.
I wanna pick it up.
Do we get points for this?
Did you throw him?
No, like somebody grabbed me and I tossed him. Or like as soon as somebody grabs you. I don't know if you get points for that.
Why is he here? Give me that guy.
As a distraction? Because there's like other games where you have to hold the penguin to get points. But this is not a points-based one. This is a stay in the fucking thing until everybody dies.
That's why I was confused. Why is he here?
Please don't
Where
charge
did
me.
he come
Please don't
from
charge
and
me.
where did he go?
Please don't charge me. Please don't charge me. My credit card cannot take it. Get away from me. Why are you grabbing me?
Help! 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 God damn it!
I need an adult.
Charged me.
I need an adult.
You are an adult.
Am I though? Oh my god, what's with the echo? That hurt. 360. Oh.
369. Damn you, fine.
Putting my socks on one at a time. Get low. Get low, get low.
Get pants, get pants.
You want to know how rare it is that I wear pants? I wore pants because I have to wear pants on days they go to chemistry.
For you to wear.
So I have to wear pants in chemistry lab. They make me.
Yeah, you have to. You have to wear proper attire when you go into a lab.
Yeah, it's bullshit because I was wearing my kilt once and I had my tights on underneath because technically my legs are covered. They're like, no, that's not sufficient enough. I was like, but every other woman in here is wearing fucking leggings, so what's the difference?
What did they say?
They didn't have a response for that, but anyway.
Did they let you stay? That's all that matters.
Well, yeah, it was the first day.
Oh. Okay, ready? We can't suck.
Oh God. I like
Or
how you
can we
can't
blow?
look up. Oh, we're doing good. I got this. Hey. Volley. 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 I got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Hit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job.
Sorry.
All right, you stay in front of the line. I'll stay behind the line. See it?
Okay. I see. I can do this.
We're doing
Wow.
good. Okay, I'm behind. I'm back here.
They just really suck.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, damn. Okay, they got me on that one. That was a good shot. I'm gonna stand here. Oh, oh, that's you.
Oh.
That's you. Nice. That's you. That's you. Yeah. In your face. Oh!
Over there.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, that was a good one, kinda. Wait, that's yours. That's yours. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Alright, I got it. I got it. I got it. God damn it!
God damn it!
It's all tied up. That was bullshit. That thing it never actually touched the ground if you looked at it.
Eat butt.
Eat butt.
Oh,
blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah. Yep. Oh, whoa. No way! What a recovery! Oh my god! Oh, why did I fall?
wasn't fair.
I got butterfeet. That was bullshit.
Oh. Oh, we suck.
Nope.
No, we don't suck. It just sucks. It's the situation.
Oh, that was bullshit. That was
that would have
bullcrap.
made it.
That was bullshit.
Oh,
That
well.
one would have made it. The other one of mine didn't touch the ground, and that other crap was like I got butterfeet and I fell over.
Oh, I got another ad for that conquer challenge.
Exit.
I did. I'm getting my phone perfect. I'm just. Okay. I wonder how much it is to do this one. Because they have different kinds. They have like a Rohan one. They got like
Are you talking about the Adventurer Challenge or whatever the fuck it was called?
I don't. I
Oh my
think so.
god, I'm leveling up. I just hit level 100.
Yay! I just got 75.
I'm still
Well,
going.
I got my Oreo one. I wonder how long that one is. Let's see.
Which one?
They have a Mines of Moria one, and the metal glows in the dark.
That can't be that long. I want those, but also I kind of don't want those because all my medals are actually like you have to be there in person kind of deal.
I'm trying to see how much this one is.
I kind of have a thing where I don't really. It's not that I don't think that those are an achievement. It's just I don't classify them as enough of a as a real challenge for me.
Yeah, because you're like an actual athlete, like
Oh, guess what? I calculated it the other day, like yesterday or the day before. I have 500 miles worth of freaking hardware on that wall. 500 miles I've done worth of racing.
That's $50 to do it. That's not bad at all.
Do the long one. Just get the long one.
I should, but if I do all three of those ones and then get all three of those medals, that'd be cool.
Do they have a discount?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, then
They
do
have
that.
It's like 175 for all three.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oops. Oh, what did I do? Oh,
And
man. You gotta throw your whole. You gotta put some stank into it. Stank!
Suck on that stink pickle.
I don't want to. I'm concerned. I am confusion.
Pull it out and be like, yo, bitch, suck that stink pickle.
And that is why your professor stayed too far.
Oh, that's why I'm single.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. Oh yeah, I sent you that TikTok. I forgot what his name was, like Chris some shit, and he was saying, no, not Chris Hansen.
You see, I call you Chris Handsome.
Because he was saying he was like, because he was on it was some comedian. He was on the radio, And they're like, so, Chris, you're single? He's like, yeah, 37 and single. Everyone planned that one out. Everyone's in high school going, yeah, I'm gonna wait till the end and then see what's left.
Oh my god.
He's like, it's hard enough to find a single woman at 37, but then you do, and they fall into 3 categories. One is that they're super career oriented, and they, want a guy that wears a suit, so I'm out. I own a pair of slacks, and I don't know where they are. The second category is they're divorcees. They're beautiful, but something bad happened, kind of like Chernobyl, and we need to leave them alone for a while. And it's like, then the third one is the ones that have been single the whole time because their therapist hasn't figured out their pill combination just yet. And so they have the tendency to break into your apartment and light a bag of kittens on fire.
Oh, funny.
I was like, it's funny because it's true. That's what I'm dealing with. Oh, it's horrible.
I don't want to see you donating blood.
So back to my thing what I was talking about earlier, the whole SpaceX thing, because everybody loves talking about that.
I was gonna say, it's like we also were talking about, I was gonna open the floor to that current events, and I totally went, and I'm done with that.
Yeah, you yeeted that idea.
Yay, brain.
Well, this one stuck in my mind because it was like the highlight of my day.
Okay, I'll come back to the current events in a bit. Go ahead.
So it launched, and their whole goal was, you saw the Starship. It's that fucking giant thing that sits on top of that other even gianter thing.
Yeah.
And their whole goal was to get it to get off the ground and clear the launch pad. It did that, and it made it all the way up, like into the high atmosphere, and then it went kaboom. And it ended up failing, but they met the goal that they set off to do. Everything else was just a bonus. So that was super awesome to watch because it was the most powerful rocket to ever launch ever. It was twice. Okay, so before that, the most powerful rocket to launch was the Saturn V, which was the one that put, I think, people on the moon.
Yeah.
So that, from what I was reading, the Saturn V had 8.8 million pounds of thrust. I'm gone.
Me too.
So 8.8 million pounds of thrust. Okay. Yeah, I know, right?
The only amount that's been more than that is the amount of thrust I put into your mom. Anyway, keep going.
So 8.8 million pounds.
Yes.
This thing goes up, and overall 6 of the engines ended up failing. It has 33 of them.
Jesus.
6 of them failed on liftoff or during the flight. You know how much power that thing still put out? Remember, most powerful rocket ever, 8.8 million. Or 8 million, 8 point, somewhere in the 8 millions. This thing...
It still put out 4 million.
Huh?
It still put out 4 million.
15 million.
Wow.
Pretty much double the Saturn V, even with failures.
That's great, honestly. We gonna see planets, hopefully.
Yeah, and then it started spiraling out of control because something failed, and then they detonated it on purpose because it was becoming a hazard. So it went boom. But everybody was super excited. Like all the engineers were losing their shit, fucking cheering, like, yeah, fucking it got off the ground and then boom, like just all the shit they were learning. They were super excited. It was fun to watch. So that being said, then you go, okay, let's see, did it do any damage to the launch site? Because I know they were really worried about that. So they built this whole launch pad for this thing. It took off. It had so much power that it put a crater beneath the launch pad, tore all the concrete out, and put a fucking hole under it. A pretty deep one. Like, as far as, concrete and shit goes. All the concrete was gone and went down into the dirt and basically almost excavated the whole thing off the ground. So I was like, holy shit. And then there's this video of a van that was parked, I don't know how far away, but this rock came out and took out the whole back of that van.
Fuck me.
I was like, good God, man. Jesus Christ, that thing's so massive. And it was cool. And they said, all right, we're going to go through all the data. We set out what we accomplished what we set out to do. This is the first flight of this thing. And in a few months, we're going to send up another one. Which is awesome. Throw money at it till it works.
I hope if your uneducated neighbors see that, so they can stop saying that the moon landing didn't happen.
They're not my neighbors. They're my neighbor's boyfriend. But anyway.
I said what I said.
Now, guess what? And I read an article today. Some environmentalists are throwing a fucking fit about it. They're like, they could prevent this kind of wasteful stuff if they just worked like NASA did and were more methodical, you know, and like tested everything more before sending it off. I was like, have you noticed how NASA sends up something, I don't know, once every 5 years? And let's see, SpaceX is launching shit, I don't know, once a week, because they just keep trying shit, blowing shit up until it fucking works. And then they're like, that's why they're more successful. That's why we have all this crazy new satellites going up. This is why your internet kicks ass right now. This is why all this cool stuff is happening, because of fucking SpaceX. Stop whining about it.
This planet is dying, so let's go find a new one.
we can still fix this problem, but we need to get off this planet because rocks be moving fast through space. That's the main issue. And you can't stop that.
No.
This thing is perfectly savable, but everyone's like, oh, well, this one fish that lives in this fucking puddle on the side of the star base is going to go extinct. Who gives a shit? That fish is not, like, you know, adding to the survival of the fucking planet. Who cares? The reason it's going extinct is because it was a piece of shit to begin with. That's why there's so few of them. You don't see anybody worrying about ants and flies and fucking all that shit because they know how to survive. Yes, I agree, we must like save dying animals and shit, but like, you can only go so far.
Yeah, truly.
Put the baby in the garbage can. It wasn't going to live anyway.
You said it.
I was like, and a long pause.
Well, yeah. You said I don't give a fuck. Like,
I got a message.
As a wise person once said, fuck them kids. Is Aggie still here?
She could still be watching. There's still people watching, but she might be too busy to say anything. Aggie, say something. Fuck you, she says. No, I'm kidding. She didn't say anything.
Imagine.
It's going to come up as that now, watch.
When you do that. Are we ready? Can we shift to current events?
Go ahead. I'm done talking about big booms. I'll send you the video. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I do want to see it. Okay, so current events. So I'm gonna bring up what's happening with Coachella.
Oh God.
Okay, cool. So my thoughts. So you're aware of what's going on, right? Yes.
I don't know. All I know, the only thing I know about Coachella right now is that Coachella is it's a music festival that's out in the desert that only people who don't understand what a real music festival is go to, and they think that they're special because they went to it. Other than that, I have no idea what's going on this year.
Hold on real quick. I gotta answer this call real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay, mute yourself.
Okay.
Why can I not jump up that? Hep. Hap, 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 hep. Oh, I was hoping to land on the freaking treadmill. Oh my goodness. Up and over, into the hole. Stuff my whole body into that hole. Because everybody likes the entire shaft. What is happening? I'm just not getting the flight time I need to be getting. Yay! I finished. Now, okay, Asteria's still going, so she didn't give up yet. She's a beautiful blob according to her nameplate down there. We're still in 13th. We're still in qualifying. All right, Chatsky duties. I'm going to grab another beverage. I'm not grabbing another one of these because it's the only other beer I have. Wait, I don't know why I'm pointing over here because normally the camera's over here. I forgot. I have the camera still sitting over here because of my math class today. Did she finish? Hey, she finished. We're in 12. I'm going to grab some whiskey. God, I am really hungry. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Alright, chat. I don't know who's all in here. I don't know if Eggy's listening. But I did get myself some whiskey, but it's not the whiskey she gave me. I'm drinking, shit, what's it called? Screwball? Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Very delicious. No. The key to this game is to stand still. Ah! Okay, my technique did not work. So if you basically don't move, they can't see you. They're like, I'm gonna face this way. They're kind of like T-Rexes. Everyone's having a circle jerk down in there in that pit. Let's do this. Oh! How'd that knock me out? Oh, suck the fattest part of my ass. Alright, I know Asteria's muted, but she probably knows I'm out. I'm gonna hit the little beeps to do these. Actually, I'm gonna go pee chat. That's what I gotta do. You see that, chat? See how she's not moving? Everything's like, she's like not being disturbed? That works more often than not. And check this out, I got my salad. This thing is literally like bulging at the top. See the angle of it? It's a California Cobb salad. And it's got cherry tomatoes, chicken, blue cheese, a hard-boiled egg, bacon bits, green onions, and a bunch of lettuce. It is so good. That's what I'm gonna have for dinner.
I heard you talk about eggs and I came back.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
Was that the Artemis?
I'm going to be joining your stream right now.
Yay! Tell him to say stuff in chat. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so current events. So yeah, Coachella. So
Coachella.
So the closing artist for the weekend, right? Is named Frank Ocean, right?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe it's the weekend.
I thought that would have been hilarious.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay,
Was it
so
this past weekend? I just want to get the time frame right.
yeah, I think it was this past. Yeah, it was.
Well,
this
it's
past
2 weekends in a
Oh
row.
my-
Oh my god, I'm about to die. I'm
I
not
did
doing great.
die. Anyway, so freaking so yeah. Oh my god, why I'm never this bad at this one. But it's okay. I redemption arc for holding the team last round. Ah!
I was telling chat how basically you don't have to move and you do good. You know how I died? I got one of the bombs. I dropped it on a bunch of people and I walked away and it prematurely explodulated.
Oh, I saw you.
Yes. Okay, but go ahead.
But
This
anyway,
person.
So this artist, if you know nothing about them, they haven't performed live in like 6 or 7 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like a die-hard of this artist. They're good. They're talented. I just, oh my god, why am I sucking so bad?
Go to the right. Go to the right. Stick to the very edge.
So, oh my god, it's just
Oh my
me.
god. It is just you. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, it's straight berries to the face. I said what I said. So, anyway, we were eliminated. It's okay. I put my, at least I put my all into it. Anyway, so 6 or 7 years, right? Anyway, so they ended up being an hour late to their set time, right?
Oh my god. An hour?
And then when they did show up, and I hope no one in chat like super accurately like tries to check me on this shit, because this is just all from what my brain tells me and I don't care that much. Anyway, but ultimately the artist played like 4 something songs, right? Or like 4 or 5 or 6 songs, and like 75% of the songs that they did sing they lip sync.
Oh my goodness.
So originally they were the closing act or one of the big acts for Coachella in 2020, but that didn't happen for obvious reasons, right?
The big sick.
The big super world sick, right? And so freaking why did this happen this weekend, right? So what happened was, one, this artist has not played a live show in like 6 or 7 years, and everybody's really stoked to see him live again, right? But when that happened, he originally had a set that included like ice skating, right? And like he had art, like he had dancers that like and performers like that practiced this for like weeks and weeks and weeks, right? Or like months or even before Coachella actually happened.
That sounds cool.
And then the day of, he said scrap it. Like,
what a
if
waste.
not like so scrap it. So the reason why he was an hour late was because they had to melt the ice.
Oh my god. Oh man, the event organizers must be pissed.
That's not even where it ends.
Okay, go ahead.
So there was something that was like, he got like a leg injury as to why he wasn't like moving around a lot on the stage, right? But I'm just there thinking, and then he's like, he's not gonna do that. He has this leg injury, and then he couldn't perform anymore because he was past curfew, and because he was past curfew for Coachella, they get fined every minute that they're past curfew.
Okay, that makes sense. City ordinances, gotcha.
Right, but he was still late, so they still got charged. I forgot how much they got charged, but and then like yesterday he said like, I'm not going to Weekend 2.
Oh my god, it sounds like a drug thing.
Well, ultimately, in the end, first of all, I'm happy he at least like wasn't gonna try to pull this 2 weekends in a row. But I was thinking about how much you told me how much it costs to go to these damn festivals. I don't know that familiarity because I don't usually go to festivals because I'm an old person and I suck at this. But however, what happened was that he what was I gonna say? Words me. Oh, they grabbed me so I couldn't go. I hate it here.
Second place.
Sorry, I'm trying. So freaking so all the fans are like in a whole pissy fit about all of it. Now, do I think it's valid? Yeah, I do think it's valid.
It's very valid.
I feel like there's many opportunities where he could have like absolutely like did something about this and fixed it.
Third place, good job.
But he just didn't. And I wanted to bring this up as somebody that goes to events as much as you do. What are your thoughts on this?
Of someone bailing?
Of like this whole scenario.
Let's see. The city ordinance thing, I get that. That's freaking okay. Them changing the thing last minute, that sucks. I don't understand because I don't know what the performance is going to be, but why do we have to wait for ice to thaw for him to perform? Can you not just, like, I don't know, have him stand, especially if he can't move, put him on a fucking box and have him perform the goddamn thing and as the ice melts.
Yeah.
Get your ass on stage on time, do your fucking job. I mean, I've been to festivals where I will say this person's name, David Guetta, has showed up late. And, like, he's been known for being high as shit on stage a few times. You can go ahead and look up a picture. Look up David Guetta stoned. Or on stage. It's pretty funny.
Did we make it?
John, yeah, we did. So John, his dog collar for his dog has David Guetta fucking high as shit as like the picture. Pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, if you're expecting someone to perform and they don't perform, like especially if it's you're dropping that kind of dollar and
it's expensive.
It's super expensive. And honestly, I think personally, I don't like Coachella. I've never been, but I don't like the concept of it. I don't like the people that go because I've met the people that go to that shit. It's very expensive.
And, like, expensive not just to go, but to just fucking be there.
Yeah, but it's the reason I don't like Coachella. It's not only that it's expensive because all festivals are. Oh, I missed that one. Sucks. But it seems so fucking pretentious. And I don't see where the money's going. All the money's going into the artists.
Yeah.
Now it's artists and profit. So as I go to EDC, I'm dropping. Let's see, how much did I drop with like shuttle pass and the event ticket itself? I'm just those two things. Just like the shuttle from the hotel to the event plus the ticket itself for the event. About $500.
Okay. Yeah, Coachella isn't it like over $1,000 or some shit like that because you're doing like 4 days.
EDC is 3 days, so I don't know what it is. Like you're doing 2 weekends, so yes, 4 days. Unless it's 6 days, I don't know. I really haven't looked into it. Hey, we qualified. But if you look at Coachella, what do they have? Music. Car camping, which I'm sure you have to pay for, and standard event stuff, concessions.
They have camping there, yeah.
Yeah. EDC, on the other hand, which I'm dropping a fucking hefty penny for, not including I don't know what it is, but I think John said like my portion of our room is like $1,200.
Oh my God.
But you got to remember, we are going to Planet Hollywood getting like a top floor, like 4-bedroom suite. Okay, because we have people coming in from out of the country. It's other people's first time. So we're going big. So,
That makes sense.
but EDC also does offer camping, and they provide
Right.
you with the tent. They have all day music.
Oh, they provide the tent?
They provide the tent. So you remember my tent, right? The shift pod.
Yes.
They have those, just the smaller version. It's they're shift pods. They're from the same company. It's just the smaller version. It's the one that my mom actually bought. So you get one of those all day. There's like a roller disco. There's a freaking like pools and all that's included. And then you go to the event. So I can't remember how much the camping is. I think it's like $600 or some shit, or maybe $1,000. It's still pretty pricey, but you're getting a lot.
That guy grabbed me.
Oh, did you get knocked out?
Yeah, because they grabbed me.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, that sucks. But so with EDC, like you're getting a lot of shit for your money, and then you go to the event. I'm gone.
Oh, we might still make
We
it.
still might make it.
Maybe.
But then you go to the event. Okay, so 470 or like 425 or something. I can't remember exactly what I paid for the ticket because I bought it so damn long ago. But you're going. Concussive. Oh, speak of the guy that's going to EDC. Concussive's in chat. Hey, oh boy, what's going on? So Concussive's actually going with us.
Why did they jump off?
Concussive is the one coming from out of the country. He's flying in from Australia to go with us.
Oh.
So with EDC though, you go like you've seen the videos.
Yeah.
It's a fucking you're going down the rabbit hole in Wonderland. There are free carnival rides, a lot of them. Every corner from fucking end to end of that place is a specifically designed like to take you out of society, like the regular world. You are immersed 100%. There's live performers. There's freaking like drum lines, like clowns that interact with people, stilt walkers, fire blowers, electric, like the people that have like the Tesla coils and the electric suits. All that shit's included, and it's all free.
Oh shit. Oh no, I was trying to get some water.
And so that's why I like EDC, because yes, you're paying a big price, but you see where the money is going. And every time I go, it's like, this is a lot of fucking money. But then like even just the fireworks show alone, I'm like, okay, that had to cost more than like fucking half the tickets alone just to put that shit on. And so
Oh no.
that's why I like it. That's why I think Coachella's a fucking money grab, because all the money's going into the pockets of the promoters, and then these fucking artists that demand these insane fucking like money grabs.
Yeah.
Because you have like I don't know, like Kanye and whoever, I don't give a shit, people. But then like EDC, I mean, you still have big names like, Deadmau5, Armin van Buuren, like world-renowned DJs, like top of the top DJs, but you're getting a lot of them, plus all the other shit. It's so much better. So much better.
Oh my god, why?
And the people that go to EDC are just the friendliest group of folks. And I don't care what you say, people can argue, it's like, well, it's because they're on drugs. I'm like, you think people at fucking Coachella are not all on drugs? Except that they're fucking 18?
They also get a heap of gonorrhea, too.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of gonorrhea over there. A lot.
That happened. Like, the last time I did it was so much. But it was ridiculous. But anyway, yeah.
Speaking of friendly, even Concussive says he's friendly, even though he's Australian. Now I know he's fucking lying his ass off, because Australians are not friendly. They're kind of douche canoes. I'm just saying that to fuck with him. Concussive is a nice guy. He just has the asshole personality that Australians have. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No worries. Cool. It's over. Cool.
I'm actually very excited to see him again. I haven't seen him in a few years.
What was I gonna say? Okay. I wanted to hear your thoughts on all of this. I'm gonna take a small pause real quick, to chill. But let me see if that looks weird. Let's see. Oh, it looks kind of cool.
It's been a year? Got some shit for you. Oh, and he's bringing me some stuff. Thanks, bud. I really appreciate it.
Like some stuff.
Oh, he's bringing me something from Australia. Maybe it's another bottle opener made out of the testicles of a kangaroo. That's what he brought John last time.
Well, that's nice. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I am not somebody that goes to festivals.
Go ahead.
I mean,
just keep talking, but I'm just going to say something. Concussive, I still have this. You brought me this. That nut from wherever that fucking tree is, I have a candle in it. It's been sitting on my coffee table. I do appreciate it. This thing's awesome. It's always on display. Thank you very much.
I have only gone, the only festivals I've ever gone to is like rock or metal festivals, and it's not like anything like that. So I go to like that, and I used to go to other stuff like that. But anyway, now is that a good silly little time? Yeah, sure. Do I still but do I think I got a bang for my buck? Absolutely, because I paid like fucking butt fuck nothing, and I got to see like I've seen artists like Avenged Sevenfold. I've seen Korn a few times. I've seen I saw Gwar.
I was there. I saw Gwar with you.
Yeah, that was awesome. I've seen what is Ice-T's band?
As you think, I just want to say with like Knotfest and those festivals, they're way cheaper, so the price balances out just as well.
Right.
It's definitely worth the cost. And honestly, they've put so much work into them lately. Like the last time I went, they have like, suspension, exhibitions, where people hang from like chains and shit, like fucking creepy shit.
They have like a museum that has like all of like their, blah, 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 all these things. Like museums of their like
weird stuff
and stuff through the years and shit like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the price. It's very well done.
So when I hear this, I'm discouraged for like the fans. I'm discouraged because I feel like it in itself gaslights for the fans and saying you have to accept this in order to receive this. And they then have to convince themselves this is a good time. It's too expensive. It's a money grab, not just for the festival, but for the Airbnbs and hotels around the event.
Oh, they love it.
Yeah, because they jack up their prices like *3.
But that happens with any festival anywhere. That's just part of it. I mean, with Comic-Con, everything, they all do the same shit.
Oh man, anyway.
But go ahead.
Anyway, in all of that, I just want to summarize my thought in saying like it's just kind of bullshit. Like, do you know how much somebody finally said, because they wouldn't disclose a lot of like the prices of stuff there for quite some time, but do you know how much that they said it was for 2 burritos and 2 iced coffees? How much do you think that would be? 2
burritos plus 2 iced coffees. Let's see, festival prices. Let's see, you got 2 burritos. It's $15 a pop, so that's $30 plus another $10 a pop, so $50.
$75.
Holy moly! Did I come in those coffees? Because that's the only thing that's going to make them taste worth that much price.
Oh, okay. Well, no, and you should charge more. But yeah, that's how much it was. And they're not good burritos. Dude, that's what I'm trying to say.
$75.
The only people that enjoy Coachella, I feel, are people that can afford the cabanas.
Yes, that's US concussive. That's like $110 Australian.
And so yeah, that is that's the end of my current event.
Yeah, it's overpriced bouginess, and it's pop culture to a T. That's all it is. It's what it is. It's pop culture, and that's why it's fucking insane.
Is Artemis in the chat?
Artemis, Gilded Arrow, I believe his online name is. Are you here? I don't think he is.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to say because, yeah, for my thoughts on all of this is like, this reminds me of, because one time I was reading this book that talks about the like the science of pop music. Because I watch it like.
Oh God! Oh no! I'm stuck in a hammer. I can't get out. Okay, there we go.
I went across the finish line and it didn't register.
What?
And then it registered.
Oh, we're in 13th. Concussive says, I only hear about Coachella and it bugs me. Yes, it bugs all of us that actually have a brain. So, congratulations, you have a brain.
I'm just saying this because I'm just wanting to, like, get thoughts on, like, this. Because things like this rattle my brain because it's like, why, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I think Artemis might have.
Does it grind your gears? Hey, check out, it's Dr. Dr. Eggman or whatever, wearing a kilt from Sonic.
In the science of pop music, what I was reading about, it says that the thing about pop music and what specifically constitutes it as pop music or popular music is how it specifically is a rhythm that does not hit a type, or what did it say? It's that it purposely creates a sense of rhythm that does not create a sense of satisfaction in the brainwave, so that you will want more of it.
Really?
And so that you're gonna have to listen to it more to satisfy the lack of satisfaction, technically, of how it does not allow like a sense of conclusion with the brain.
So it's science-based.
Yes.
Clever.
It's science-based, and therefore in itself proves the idea that it's just a money grab. It
is just a money grab, and by God, if that is true, what you're saying, if there is actual proof and papers on that shit, then my God, whoever did that deserves a Nobel fucking Prize.
Bro, and it's in a book, I gotta remember what the name of the book is. My best friend showed it to me. But when I read that, I was like, I don't know if I should be insulted or not, because there's some jammy jams, but at the same time I also feel insulted as someone who now understands that they have an ADHD diagnosis, because that is literally set up for people like me and to take advantage of people like with that kind of mentality, and that's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. Pop music doesn't get. There's like you said, there's a couple of jams where I'm like, okay, this is good, but they're far few in between. Right. Concussive says, I'm going to find out if I can take the plane for a lap over the speedway. Good luck, boy, because they have helicopters flying that all the time, so I doubt you're going to be able to take a lap over it unless it's during the daytime. There's no way you're going to get it during festival time, because Concussive's a pilot, so he's going to be flying John and a bunch of other people out there while I have to go like a fucking peasant in a car. So, but luckily I will be riding with the X. I talked to her and I will be cruising with her, so I can actually do my math class while we're driving.
That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Artemis has informed me because the login has been forgotten that they can't chat in chat, but they can hear. So
why not? If there's helos, I have to be 500 feet above. Okay, well, you know the aviation rules better than I do, boy. So, I mean, if you can, go for it, but you're going to be missing out on a lot of good time, and I honestly don't think it'd be worth it. You're there for the event, not to fly over the event. But then again, you're a pilot. That's your passion. So if you can do it, man, do what you love. That's all I can say.
That is some great way to thinking about that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so, okay, so this is not current event. This is where I would like to hear your thoughts. Because I just like talking about stuff. Anyway, so stuff I want to talk about is the concept I heard about today. This concept was that there's this couple that has this podcast, right?
Uh-huh.
And the podcast, they were talking about this concept where they said that they don't support their partner because they're a married couple.
Is it the guy with that's like bald with tattoos and his wife?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and his wife that has like half one hair color, half another hair color.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so in their concept, they said that they don't support having their partner getting in OnlyFans, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can talk about that here.
I don't see why not.
Okay, so if I can, I'll disable it. Anyway, so they don't support the partner getting it because they said ultimately they believe that a partner supporting an OnlyFans is them lusting over someone else in addition to giving them money that pays their bills.
Okay, so getting an OnlyFans not to be a creator, but a content absorber.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha, okay.
Yes. And so they believe that in itself is a form of cheating. Because you are lusting over someone else and the money that could be used to be integrated to strengthening or progressing the relationship is being put to paying someone else's bills.
I understand that. Now, look, because I don't have a dog in this fight. Do I consider it cheating? No. Do I understand somebody being hurt by the fact that they're paying money towards something that's not going towards the family? Yes. Cheating, I would not use that word, but I would definitely not approve of it happening. Right. If I was in that situation. So if my partner said, I'm going to like go on to OnlyFans and give somebody else money, I'd be pissed, but I would not label it as cheating. But then again, it's like having let's say, because I watch a lot of Twitch.
Right.
So there's a lot of streamers, or not a lot, but there's a few streamers I wish I could give money to if I had money because they provide me with something that's entertaining. Kind of like how I believe when an artist comes out with music, I'm very against illegally downloading stuff because it's an artist I enjoy. They work hard, they put out something I enjoy. I want to make sure that they get their money so it entices them to do more. So if you look at it as more of a performer instead of like someone you're like, having an affair with, so it's a gray area. I wouldn't want them doing it because of the material that they're putting out, but then again, they're not cheating because there's nothing actually happening to them. You see?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in the middle. I wouldn't approve of it, but I wouldn't call it cheating either. So
let me see if I make sure I got that point real quick.
All right, I'm gonna hit the vape real quick.
Person engages in getting in OnlyFans if they're in a relationship is a fucking because you're actively lusting over another person paying their bills, and that's something that a partner should be doing for their other partner. And if that's what you're doing, or however you live, like you're supposed to be doing it for your other partner, and this couple doesn't agree. Okay, they also have their feelings about like pornography as a whole. But anyway, but
Concussive says like paying for porn.
Right. And so ultimately this brings up this situation that I have with a friend. I have a friend, now it's been years. Oh, I got the question from Artemis that says, what's the difference between an OF and a corn star?
What the hell's a corn star?
That's what you say so that you don't get flagged.
I really, can I get not DMCA but TOS because of that?
I don't know if it's for this platform. There's other platforms that you can't say that.
Oh, I think on Twitch I can say porn, because I've heard other streamers do it. Plus, I'm not an affiliate yet,
Oh, okay,
so I
cool.
don't think I can really get docked for it.
Okay, cool. So anyway, so what is the difference between the two? Ultimately, I think, again, I don't want to speak on too much behalf of this because I'm not a sex worker.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yet.
I will say that, no, thank you. I make good money with my clothes on. Anyway, so that being said, and that's okay. That's my choice. So ultimately, freaking the only difference I think is just the platform, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's like, and it's also the preference of the person, like if that's what they want to be considered or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people prefer being called like sex workers. Some people want to be considered something else. But specifically, if you're only doing work on OF, then I think that's why people just get considered that. But yeah. Anyway, to each their own in this thought. But anyway, this is going back into the situation I was trying to bring up.
Oh, my God, I'm getting frame drops.
I have a friend who, at the beginning of the relationship, again, I don't know if this is the situation still, but this friend of mine, sorry, I was reading. Anyway, that at the beginning of the relationship, because my friend is not the partner I'm talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Their partner at the beginning of the relationship ended up was unable to give or to take my friend out on dates, right? However, had the money to supporting a porn or like a porn star or OnlyFans specifically.
Okay.
And that was sexual in content. So once again, let me summarize. They didn't have money to take their partner on dates or pay like for things, and my friend did, but had money to supporting an OnlyFans account.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
That does definitely shift it to the other spectrum where it's like okay, well, when this discussion was brought up during the relationship, how far in were they?
They were probably like 7 months into the relationship.
I think that's long enough. Freaking Cousin says, "Hey, there's priorities."
I mean, to each their own, you know. That's what I'm saying. Is like that is the priority, right? They said this was the priority of that, but then but my friend is like emphasizing of like how that bothered them, and it still didn't change. Now, did that change since? I'm not sure. They're still together over like after like years of being together. But yeah, I just was like, if you're 7 months into a relationship or any like justifiable amount of time, because that depends to each person. But I feel like ultimately, even if you're in a relationship for a short amount of time, you had to make a conscious decision of saying like, this is where I want to invest time, right? And time is the one thing we cannot get back. That is like it's priceless, right? Oh, well, yeah. But for now.
Oh my God, I'm getting bullied by this hammer. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And then in that, then you get into this relationship, and then somebody is like saying, I can't take you on dates, but I can. Oh, the other important piece is that the sex worker was what they knew them personally.
Ooh, okay, that's a whole new situation.
Totally forgot that piece, but yeah,
that's a big piece.
They personally knew them. Like, this wasn't just a random person. This is someone like they knew, and they were actively paying to see naked and pay to see naked.
That would piss me off. That's over the line.
That would piss you off.
Well, even after like 7 months of being together, you like hurt. Well, but then again, every person's different, obviously. Sure. But
this person's in the corner.
If I'm with a person, a partner, and if the relationship's going well, there's no point in me wanting to pay for that kind of material because my partner, in my eyes, would be providing that material themselves because they would be the light of my eye. So nothing else would be, it wouldn't compare to the person that I have.
Right.
But then again, I think differently. So if let's say, because I partake in the adult material, but I don't pay for it. But if I had someone that was around enough to satisfy my needs, then the online material, no matter how good it is, would not be as good as what my partner could provide because I would enjoy them so much more. So I can see where they're coming from and being upset with that, and it's perfectly valid, especially since they know the person personally, which is that's closer to cheating than anything. Because like you're watching them and you're choosing to invest in that person, though be it financially, instead of the person that you have dedicated yourself to being in a relationship with. So it's that it's still in a gray area of calling it cheating. It's definitely closer to the cheating line. But
for you,
for me, yes, it's. Oh my God, I'm back here now. I can't get up.
You're not all there.
I'm stuck. But
okay, so what I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, that the point in where this becomes a little bit more complicated for you is because of the emotional connection.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. God damn it, come on! But yeah, it's the emotional attachment because you're not just doing something for entertainment purposes. It's because you're trying. It's an emotional investment at that point.
So here's my thing then, because another study, because I'm just chock full of information, is another study said that men and male identifying people these days are having less sex in their 30s than ever, right?
Yeah. For me, not by choice, but okay.
But ultimately, still they just are, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh. So,
what the fuck was that?
So they're having less sex than ever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I read this study more, I was kind of questioning: is it really about sex? Is it really about sex, or is it because we're starting to understand that as a society, men, and please correct me if I'm wrong, or I'd love to hear all thoughts because I think it's mainly men that are listening right now. I'd love to hear anyone's opinion about this, but
Cassie, give your opinion if you're in here. Or I know you're in here, but once you hear this.
Is it truly about sex, or is it that as a society, men have not been able to explore their need for intimacy as allowed by like women and feminine presenting people, because like there's just things that are are socially accepted by women than there are men, right? Like women can cry in public, and that wouldn't, like, people would be like, oh, they may be accepting, but if a man did it, somebody may pass it around and have the stereotypical message of be a man or man up, right?
With crying, yes,
right. So the same thing about a man asking for intimacy, right? Did they just but if a man is allowed to ask for sex, that's more socially accepted than them saying, I just want to be held. I just want to be someone to like hold me close to them. I want someone to hold my hand, A, B, and C. Do they think that they can only get this through sex because it's been socially accepted and promoted?
I would say yes, but then right now, Concussive brings up a good point. Well, first he says, I don't want to understand where's the sex. But past that, that's a joke. He says, and this is a good point, and honestly, this falls back onto the women. Men can't cry. It's a turnoff. Anytime, honestly, I agree with them, because if a man shows emotion and basically breaks down in front of a woman because he's emotionally hurt for whatever XYZ purpose, the woman dries up faster than a fucking lake bed in the desert. It's just like they're like, fuck this guy, he's a pussy, he can't be a man, I'm out.
Okay, so this is where I'm gonna jump in, because again, to each their own, but we're also talking about society, right? So I'm gonna say my perspective real quick, and then I'm gonna say society, because I know my perspective is not a part of the general population. So it's this. Also, I think that was gonna be my last round, by the way.
Well,
So
we're talking, so I don't know.
Yeah,
No, we're not done yet. Come on, we have another 15 minutes. You can go more.
15 minutes. Okay, I could do it 15 minutes, but I gotta cut out for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner and take a shower.
Okay. So, me, and if Artemis is listening, I'd love to hear his thoughts, and he could message to me, and I'll say it aloud. That I don't do that. Like, I think men presenting vulnerability is a sense of strength, because it goes against the grain of this idea of like not being emotionally expressive, not being feeling like they're sticking to this generational trauma and societal piece, and them saying, I'm still going to experience my feelings, because that's what I feel makes them feel take away from fusing to masculine or toxic masculinity and stepping into humanity, right? That's what I truly think. So this is why typically, yes, my partners outside of my last one, we won't go into that, but because that just pisses me off, but that typically my partners have been much more, emotionally expressive. And I appreciated that. It allowed me to develop trust more. It allows me to feel safer. Because I feel like with the suppression of feelings, although people think this message of, oh, if I suppress my feelings, I'll be okay. But I feel like what it really does is saying, I can express these emotions this way, but it's going to be expressed in some way or another, as much as people don't agree. Is like, this is why people, I won't say any particular population of person, but the idea that it's okay to punch holes when you're angry for certain populations. And I do not agree. I think that that is an expression of that you have been suppressed in your emotional experience, and your system keeps building up, and it's like pushing an inflated ball, or like an inflated ball underwater, and like pushing down, but the more pressure you put on the ball, and after, if you have a slip up, the further it shoots up and hurts somebody. And so that's my feelings and thoughts on it, and I understand as a society that's not as accepted,
right? I just want.
Artemis said, "Why would someone be turned on by someone crying? Like, ooh, lube."
Exactly. And Concussive says, I've done it once before and it went bad after that. So he cried in front of her. And personally, with the most current ex, I cried in front of her because, like, I just had a breakdown because I was, trying to make her happy and I couldn't do it. And, like, she fucking flipped out and I just, like, lost it. Like, ever since then, she lost all respect for me. So
here's another piece to that, though.
She was crazy. Yes, we have established that. And
we all knew that she was nuttier than squirrel shit, but that's not my point.
Yeah, and then real quick, also, I think that you feel that way because you also work in the field of, you understand emotions better based off your career. Maybe you understood it better before that, but you understand it where most people don't. So you have an
Right.
educational,
Yes.
knowledge of it.
So that's what my next point is.
Mhm.
So this is my other point on this. I don't think it's a matter of that men are unable to do this. I think it's more a reflection of emotionally immature women. If we're talking about straight men in this case, because everybody's straight here, it sounds like. But yeah, like that, it's also a matter of emotionally mature or immature women. And I think that's another piece to it all, because with the people in my field who are educated in emotional expression and understanding are much more looking for men that are emotionally mature and understanding and connected and engaged in vulnerability. Also, I think there's a correlation in the healthiness of relationships based on the emotional maturity of the partners as a whole.
Uh-huh.
So I think that one of the ways that you can base the success of a relationship is how emotionally mature that both individuals are, and that it can save you a lot of heartache. I hope they push that guy in.
They both died. Fuck both of them. That's what they get.
That they're both that if you can start to express yourself in a much genuine way right off the get-go, and see the receptiveness of the other person to that, and it doesn't seem like they're receptive right from the get-go, then you can save yourself a lot of heartache by just leaving before emotions get more tied in and it's harder to leave. Hold on, I'm also going to read real quick what Irma said. Oh my god, he's like, who wants to have sex after crying? Like, those are different vibes. Okay.
There's actually, just real quick, to add on what he just said, the who wants to have sex after crying, besides the freaking weirdos, there, from what I've heard, there's an actual study that says the tears of a woman has some sort of, I don't know, pheromone or some shit in it, that basically is, well, the pheromone that's in it turns off men. Unless they're fucking weird.
That's interesting as hell, because I think that I don't know. I want to read that one because
look into it and then get back to me.
I mean, I will, because I love research.
Yeah, this is hearsay for me.
Okay.
I don't know, Concussive. That's why I've heard. She'll look into it, then we'll find out. Ask me later.
So.
Keep talking. I gotta make peepees.
Okay. I'll say this loud enough while you're
I have my headset on.
Oh, you have your headset on while you're taking a piss? Okay, then I will sing for you. La 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 la. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I feel like, so me and my partner were recently talking about bids of connection. And bids of connection is this concept that was developed by these two, this couple. One's a therapist, the other one's like a neuroscientist. And they were talking, and they've been studying couples and doing couple therapy since, like, I think like the 80s or some shit, right? And in all their research, they said that the most way to avoid divorce, avoid sound weird when I paired that with divorce. Anyway, was coming when it came to bids of connection. Bids of connection is the ways in which a couple responds to each other when somebody is expressing a desire to connect. And that it's broken down into three ways. It's turning towards, turning away, and turning against. And that if there are more times that a partner engages in turning towards, meaning like, oh, if you're like, oh dang, did you see that bird over there? Like, that's just a really simple one. And when you turn towards, you're like, oh yeah, like, I wonder what kind of bird that is. It's like, oh, what do you feel about those colors? That's called turning towards. Like, you're engaging in it, and it's just a small thing, but those tiny things build up, right? turning away is like if someone's like, oh, look at that bird over there, and you completely ignore them or turn your back. That could be detrimental to the relationship. And then turning against would be like, oh, do you see that bird over there? And they'd be like, why are you wasting my time by looking at that bird?
So
Right?
it's one that's accepting of them, the other one is ignoring their feelings, and the other one is punishing them for feeling such.
Yes, exactly. And so they said, as much as people think like they're trying to find this big seeking, uh, answers to successful relationships. They're like, oh, you gotta do this, do that. It's like if you just engage more in turning towards than you do turning away or turning against, they said in their research it has a higher percentage of the relationship being successful. So another way that to minimize a relationship going south is if you start to see early on in the relationship how much they actually show interest in what you're sharing. Now, another thing I want to say is that, and I want to challenge real quick, is that it doesn't mean that the turning away or the turning against, well, turning against is probably a little harder, but that it's always intentional. Sometimes we just are not, like we're tired. It's hard to connect. We are dissociated, a multitude of reasons. But again, it's a matter of like also saying like if it's brought to your attention and saying, hey, I was trying to like show you this thing, and then also show like turning towards then
Mhm.
you could, that's called micro repair. And in micro repair, after a bunch of micro repairs, it develops it increases a sense of security in
Right.
the relationship. So can you think back to a time in a relationship that you were in, and whatever is that relationship that comes up, what was the experience of these bits of connection for you?
Well, from what side? Like I was turning against or towards, or they were turning against or towards? Like, what do you mean?
Your experience from them and then to them afterwards.
The most recent one, definitely turned
If that's the
against a
one that you
lot of
want.
the time.
Okay, so they were turning against you a lot. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's it seems like it, because whenever I expressed myself, they were just like, I mean, in the moment they might like change their attitude, but obviously, like in the long run, they just never made an effort.
Right, and where did that leave you feeling?
I felt alone.
Right, exactly, because that's what happens, right? You are alone in that experience because you're trying to extend a sense of connection, and in that sense of connection, you were then abandoned. Right?
Yeah, and then the one before that, I would say, was turned away from, not against.
Right.
And then I can't remember much before those.
It's fine. The other one sucked.
Yeah, they just sucked.
One of them wasn't as bad, but I also think that maybe y'all just weren't on the same wavelengths. Anyway, I'm not talking about the moo. I'm talking about the other one with the freckles.
Gotcha.
And
She was just a hoe.
yeah, exactly. So that was that experience. So what was a commonality about your position though? Like, were you turning away? Were you turning towards, or were you turning against?
I turned towards in both. To a point. The most current one, I was always towards, but they didn't give a shit. Narcissist. The one before that, I turned towards for a while until I realized that they were just not. Let's put it this way. You know that couple you were talking about that did that podcast that we originally started, the tattoo? Okay, so they said something. There was something that they said in the podcast. Where he said something to her, and he said I don't know if it was directly related to the relationship, but they said there's a point where it's like you come to me with a problem. On day one, you bitch about this problem. I consider it venting. You have a problem, you're venting about it. On day two, you come back and bitch about the same thing, and then I'm like, okay, now you're just complaining. Have you made any changes to fix it? No. Then by day three, and you come back to me with the same problem, and you still have not made any changes to fix it, I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. Go away. You know what I mean? So with not the most current one, but the previous one, you know, the longest one, it's like there was the same problem over and over and over again. I tried to help, it was ignored. Then after a while, it's like I don't want to fucking hear it. So it's like I didn't turn, like, I think it went from turning toward to turning away to turning against, because it's like I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. So at first I tried to help. I was like, okay, I understand, blah blah blah. Then after that, it's like whatever, you're just still complaining about it. And then after that, I'm like, can you fucking shut the hell up? I don't want to hear this shit anymore.
So, is it fair to say that when you get into your next relationship, that you can emphasize that message of like, if you come to me, I'll be empathetic and understanding the first time, but if there's a lack of observed change or desire, or like to like actually do something about this,
I'm gone.
That you would then it risk you turning away.
Yes, because the girl I have a crush on now, you know who it is. Right? Okay, so same thing, turned into it. You know, like, oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. Then eventually comes back again. I'm like, okay, I recommend this. It's still ignored. And then eventually I'm like, I just don't fucking care. You're not making any changes.
Right, exactly. So you're no longer, like, so that takes away the interest of being invested. Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. So, that being said, we might make it.
I think we did.
We made it.
Hey.
So what can you do to feel empowered in the future to like in if that situation comes up in the future?
How can I feel empowered?
You're like, what can you do to empower yourself?
I don't know.
Are you just going to let that happen again? Or if you see the signs, will you do something about it? AKA,
I would say something.
Okay.
In the future, I would say, look, you're obviously coming back to me with the same problem. You're not doing anything to change it, so why do you keep telling me about it? Like, well, hopefully I don't word it so bluntly, but you know what I mean.
I hope you do. I really do, but that's just my thought.
I'd probably drag it out a bit, like, oh, I'm sorry, blah 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 blah, and then, oh, like, have you recommend try to do this? It's like, well, did you make those changes? Or I still recommend doing this. And then eventually, it's like, you aren't making changes. Look, this is on you now. I've tried to help. You've ignored it. Blah 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 blah, and the relationship's either going to end or they'll fucking make a change.
Okay.
At least that's what my thought is. What do you think?
I mean, ultimately, because the reason why I'm asking that is because if you see these signs and you see that they have a pattern of complaining without changing, doesn't that ultimately put you in the position of seeing something or seeing a problem and not changing it yourself?
Like me not doing something, like leaving or something? What do you mean?
Yeah. Like that, or saying like, hey, this is something that's not going to work, and if this is not something we're willing to work on together, I might have to consider going elsewhere.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they don't tend to fix it, then I'm going to fucking bail. Because obviously it's going to get under my skin to a point where I'm just going to fucking end up like snapping.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, because I know that you were in a dynamic with somebody that was famous for doing that. And I'm wondering how you can minimize that happening again for you.
I don't know. I seem to have less patience for it now.
Oh, there you go.
And the person I'm talking about that I've like, you know, recently that I've been like crushing on, that person you know, I've kind of gone through this whole thing. Like, you know, you're obviously not helping yourself, whatever. I've started to space myself away. But now, I don't know if it's because of me or whatever, but since I started doing that, they decided just, it seems like they're making the changes now. Because I still talk to them.
And I have an idea as to why, but, you know, that could be for another chat.
Okay, maybe a not online chat.
Yeah.
Did you finish? Oh, damn, we're in second.
Huzzah.
But the point is, perhaps what I said and then the actions taken made them realize, oh shit. Who knows?
Yeah.
So.
Who knows? I like that person. Are they like a bullet or something?
It is a bullet.
I'm smiling. Yeah, we'll talk offline for that one.
I can.
Oh,
I mean, after I didn't stream, I could sit here. I don't know. While I eat my food.
I'm gonna jump into a chat with Artemis because I said I would, and I want to chat with him.
Personally.
But, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Personally. Well, but
he needs to get something from me this weekend anyway.
He needs to get something from you?
The pen for the Remarkable, the tip of it wears down, and his is wearing down, and he lost the tips for his.
Oh no. Well, I don't know. I'll chat with him because I want to. Oh my god, sorry, I didn't know it got on. That was me. I'll want to confirm with him, but I will see of how we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah. Okay, it's you.
I don't know when I'm gonna be home tomorrow. He was like, "Oh, 3 o'clock tomorrow," essentially, and I was like, "I don't know. I'll probably be home by then."
No, well, he's gonna come into town at that time.
Yeah, that's why he was asking.
Oh my god, they.
I know that the freeway's kind of like not open, so I don't know. But then again, traffic's gonna like heading to your place is gonna suck shit.
Oh no.
So. No. Yeah. Oh, that's yours. Hey!
Oh,
sorry. Try to stick with it. Yeah. Yeah, why does that keep like falling over every time I hit it?
Oh,
Bam! We're
okay.
doing okay. Oh. Oh, damn, what a recovery. What a recovery. Oh, never mind.
Yay.
Alright, stay with it, stay on this side. Guess I flub it like that.
And
Yeet!
Hold on, chat.
Did I tell you that John was at the fair and he saw some like teenage kid and he had like a fucking turkey leg? Oh, there it comes! And another point. So this kid had this turkey leg and he was like halfway through it and he was walking down, like, you know, at the fair there was like the main run, like the main aisle that goes from like the entrance all the way down to the carnival rides. So I guess this kid was eating like a turkey leg and he was just like, man, I'm done with this shit. And he was like, yeet, and he just chucked it like right in front of him, just like fucking yeeted it into the fucking crowd.
Oh my god, that is so completely awful and hilarious.
I know, that's what I was like, that's fucking, what an asshole, that's funny.
The concept, hilarious. The action, the person getting hit by the turkey leg.
He was like half a turkey leg too. He was like, man, this shit is done. Yeet! And he actually yelled yeet as he threw it. Like, what an asshole.
Awful.
So
don't get jinxed. Okay, so we're not jinxed and we try not to get jinxed.
I'm not jinxed. Oh my god, he is near me the most. I gotta stay away from him because he's after my freaking my bacon bits.
Tell him to get away from your bacon bits. They're only for a salad.
Alright, he's after me, so what you can do besides dodging him, what you can do is if you see our teammate, the guy in yellow that's also jinxed,
yeah,
try to grab players near that guy so it slows them down.
Okay.
I'm surrounded. Damn it, I'm jinxed. Fucking it, they got me.
I try to save the boy.
Come this way. Yeah, got him. Ha sucker, cut him off.
Don't get near me. Get away from my bits. My bits. Fuck! My beans!
Grab him. Yes.
My beans!
My birds eliminated. Oh, that was fast. We're done. You didn't follow pro to Betty. You're done. We lost. I think there's only like one guy left on the other team. All right, chat. I think that's the end of our therapy session.
That is it.
That was therapy with Kilted and Hysteria.
That was for free.
That was free therapy. I'm going to start putting this into people. If you know anybody that wants free therapy, tell them to come follow the channel. We'll try to do this. Maybe we can make it a thing every Thursday. Thursday night, 6 to 6:30 p.m. somewhere in that area. We'll start
therapy.
Thursday therapy. Oh, that's a good name for it. I'm going to use that. Thursday therapy. We play Fall Guys and give you free therapy starting somewhere between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Come check it out. If you're on YouTube,
come with your questions. I'll answer the best that I can. No, I will not diagnose. But I can talk about concepts. So, come stop by. Come chat.
Yeah, send all your broken friends over here too. Really much appreciated. If you're watching this on YouTube in the future, by the way, if you're watching this on the YouTube, thank you for hanging out this long. And just for reference, this was recorded on 4/20, Thursday, April 20th, 2023. Go ahead and check the description below the video. You'll see a link to my Twitch page. It should be Kilted, or it's twitch.tv/Kilted_port. Come over there, give us a follow. I really don't care about the YouTube side of things, but yeah, come over here, give us a follow, and then yeah, check out Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific. We usually do Zwift, so I'm on the bike burning myself out, and sometimes I almost threw up. And then we'll try to start making this like a Thursday therapy thing with Asteria, where you can come and have your questions answered. Very much appreciated for you all hanging out. Thank you, Asteria, for coming in by, which is my sister, in case anybody forgot. But yeah, thank you all, and Asteria, I guess I will see you laters.
Yep. Okay, y'all be good. Drink water, not just coffee. You know who you are. Okay, bye.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.